afternoon. So I'm doing another podcast today, and I'm joined by Owen from the Recreation. And this is not our first meeting, is it, Owen?
Nah, we was the guinea pigs.
You're my first ever
Yeah.
podcast.
That's the one.
Yes, I've done quite a few since I've spoken to you last.
Yeah. I know I've seen them, Reverend, and that.
Yeah, I know.
Golden Gate Bridge.
That was so funny. So funny. That was good. Good fun with Rev.
Innit?
So how have you been then, Owen? It's probably a few months ago that I've spoken to you.
Yeah, it was now. It was the start of lockdown.
It was right at the start.
It was sunny. I was in my back garden then.
Everyone
was on the booze. It was a good one, but everyone was full of love, but it's all gone a different way now, innit? Everyone's just
everyone's gone
everyone's
crazy.
angry. I know.
Yeah,
I know. It was all unity and all that when we last met, and now everyone hates each other.
It just blows my mind. I don't watch the news because it just.
I know, but I've just had to give up it. I know. I just feel that's what I was talking about this with someone yesterday. It was just like, if we actually didn't see the news, like, we wouldn't have even known this was happening. I don't really know anyone who's had corona and all that. Like, just everything, innit? Like the media, it's just mad. And like, you just think, wow, I'd have such more. Sorry,
carry on, love.
No, yeah, it's just saying I'd have a much more stress-free life if I didn't see the news. I
know. Yeah, I try. Obviously, I watch a little bit because I think it's good to know what's going on, but I don't spend all my day watching it. It's too depressing.
Innit?
Yeah, and even just all these other side stories that are going on as well. Like, it's just crazy. People.
I tell you, the worst one for it is like I've deleted our social media now just because I can't bother with it. But I have to just go on, like, it's messy and then going on Safari to get on Twitter. But like Snapchat, I went on. Can't remember. You just go on. It has news stories. You have Snapchat. It's like it has like loads of news stories, but it's always the worst newspapers are on. And I just went on yesterday, and it was just like the first two news stories, like, is Cardi B being cancelled? And then there's somewhere else. I was just like, oh man, I just deleted the app. I just thought, I'm not just talking nonsense, man.
I used to have it, and then I just no. I've got enough social. You deleted your social media? What, your personal social media?
Yeah, I've just deleted the apps. I think I've still got Instagram, but the thing is now they're all going after we've released this EP. But that's the thing now. I delete them, and I'm like, I've got to re-download them to do all the posts and that because I ain't got social media team or all like that. For all the plugin for the band. That's the one thing that keeps me on it. It's like the band's socials because they've got to still do the posts and then So
you've released an EP?
On Friday, it's out.
Oh, this Friday coming?
Yeah.
So that's
in lockdown.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, pretty much since we spoke to you, that's just literally what I've been doing. Just recorded it at home and that.
So was it, or did you write brand new songs, or were they?
Yeah, all brand new songs. So we sort of had what we started doing with the band, but it's like sort of recording at home because the band's songs were already like entities, if you got what I mean. Recording them from scratch, like doing MIDI drums and that, it just was weird,
So did you manage to record them as a band, or did you have to record bits individually?
No, I just sort of done the parts that like just sort of at home because I just sort of had a bass guitar in that, and the drums are sort of done. It's like MIDI, which is just like sort of computer programs. Sounded good though, but yeah, it's mad because usually
like last year that you'd be making an EP, but you wouldn't be doing it
at home
in the normal way.
I know, in the normal way in the studio. I missed it really, but it's been good because usually now we do singles, like, because that's all we can afford. But obviously because we're going in, you get that day to record. It's so well rehearsed. You have to be so on it, to get it done that day. It's not like we've got a studio booked for a few weeks and it's just like we're doing an album, you know what I mean? So I think that you sort of lose the nuance in the songs. But like with this, it's sort of been, I've written them, and then I've just recorded them straight away. So like the first few guitar parts, like it's hard to explain really, but like, whereas usually you've practiced the riff and drilled it out when you rehearse it. But with this, it's sort of been the first sort of thing I've played. It's just sort of been on the record. Like I do.
But that's quite nice though, I think, isn't it? Because sometimes you can overthink things, can't you? And think, and then you can do it again and do it again. And then
yeah.
Oh, that's really good. So what's the EP called? Does it have a name?
It's called For Tessa with Affection, April 76.
Oh, that's what you've changed your username to. This is Pepsi, by the way. It's not a massive glass of red wine.
What, I'm on black coffee.
It's Pepsi Max with icing, but it's only
can't beat Pepsi Max. It's quality. I've on black coffee, so it looks like I'm on double bagged cup because we're on these like eco-friendly cups, doing our bit and that.
Oh, where are you now then? Are you? Because
yeah, I'm in HQ, so I'm in Budgie. You know, James. This is his office. Like we've just got this like unit now, so we're setting this up as like a little studio thing. Now, obviously, we don't really plan it. Like, obviously, we didn't want to do that release anyway because we love where we record the studio. But now it's sort of going to be demos because I got tackled recording a bit through this sort of force. Because I've sort of done home recording before and it's never gone well. I don't feel because I don't know, but it's sort of that's been my challenge in lockdown to sort of get it started. But like, yeah, so we've got this unit. It's like this long thing. I'll give you like a little.
Give me a little grand tour.
Yeah, right. Hang on. I'll just switch the camera around here. Right, so this is like boom, little set eating. This is like Budgie's office. It's now got my laptop in because I've just been doing some recording stuff. And then got a little making facilities.
It's very bijou.
Yeah. And then put this little curtain rail up. This for my DIY job. Look at that curtain rail. No spirit level or nothing. And then this is just sort of where everything goes off. Got a little piano lugged that in on Friday. Got some lyrics on the back of a Subway box there. It's all going off.
So that's really rock and roll. That's rock and roll, it. That.
Got a whiteboard here with everyone's coffee and tea orders on.
I like it.
Man.
It's like, it's very organised.
Just good to have our own space. So all I've done at home recently is sleep and then just cut my hair. It's too good.
Well, you've cut your own hair, have you? My hair hasn't been done since February.
I shaved it off at the start for NHS and that raised a bit of money for NHS, but I'm regretting it now because I don't know. I didn't want to work like someone shaved theirs off and then obviously because I had long hair, it was like, yeah, do yours. Come on. Everyone was like, I'll give you 20 quid, I'll give you 20 quid. But I just thought they're never going to give me 20 quid. So but if I get a little fundraising sheet together for NHS, I can't not give it then. I shaved it off NHS, but don't regret it now. I thought it'd grow back a bit quicker than this.
That's remarkable. My brother shaved his head, and my nan, bless her heart, she's got dementia now, so she's really forgetful. So every time he comes to see her, she's like, oh, "What have you done to your hair?"
Oh.
It's really shocked, but she says you look awful. Like she just says it how it is.
Yeah, it's gotta be. No, mine was really bad. Like I budged like I did it myself, and then someone came in just to touch up the back from work who brought the clipper in, and I've sort of gone to take a selfie, you know, just to show everyone, and I didn't realise I had the clipper on my head, and I just took a
massive chunk out of your hair. So I've just literally left my hair. It's not been done since the 14th of February. My roots. I'm just lucky that I'm not going grey at the moment.
Yeah. I should have done it, but I thought at the start I was like, we don't know how long it's going to be. So I thought my hair was getting a bit mad anyway. So the last thing I want to do is like goes on for another 2 months. I have to get it done then, and I can't do out with it. And then I thought if I do it right at the start, give it time, go back rather than lockdown. And
no, it looks good though. It's growing back. It's growing back loads.
Got back a bit on it, but not.
Yeah. Oh, so brilliant! So you got an EP out on Friday. So you can. I'm doing a new music radio show on Saturday, so you can send me over one of your tunes if you like.
Oh yeah. On Friday, when is it? Sorry.
So the radio show is Saturday. So it'll be exclusive listen. So
it will be because we're not doing any. Yeah, we're not doing any We're not doing any singles off it. We're just sort of putting it out as well.
Oh, okay. Well, you can still send me one. I'm like, this is the
definitely, yeah, that's it.
New EP. So a lot of the things that's come out the last couple of weeks are these new live in the driving gigs. How do you feel about? There's a mixed, it's divided opinion.
Yeah, it's really not the future of music, but
not the future, but is it good enough for
it's
now?
One of those. Yeah, I'm so torn. That's been my thing. I've seen everyone complain about it. I know Stu did an article on it. He was on the rant about it.
Stu's not a fan then?
No, he's not a fan, Stu. But yeah, I get what you mean. I want to see like Snuts are one, but I want to see Dizzy Rascal. I was supposed to be seeing Dizzy Rascal this summer at Boardmasters.
Oh, Boardmasters is great. What a festival.
I know. The lineup this year is just so good, so we had to get it. And this is going to be the chance to see him. But like they're in Bolton, the Snuts, obviously like Bolton's probably
I'm going to see the Snuts in Cheltenham.
Oh yeah, Cheltenham.
Yeah,
yes,
that's kind of
down
close
your
to
bits,
me.
isn't it? Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. But I've booked the priority row, so we're going to be in my car's. Well, I'm going with my brother. My brother's driving because I bought the ticket, so I'm going to be like. I don't know what's going to happen with the toilet situation. Not quite sure what's going to happen there, but.
Well, that's been the one with us. Nobody wants to drive, really. That's been the thing. I don't have a car. I've had 2 cars and I've smashed them both up within a month of having them, so I won't be driving again.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a good driver. I've got other things going on. Yeah. So
thank God you're okay.
I know. No, I weren't okay to start with, so I can't get. But yeah, it's first. I can't really say out, so it's just sort of waiting for someone to go. Yeah, go on, I'll drive. But
I know you want a designated driver, don't you? But yeah, my brother's going to drive. So, but I'm really looking forward to it. But apparently, it's not. You don't just sit in your car. You get a designated area, so you can get out. But it's just going to be really weird that rather than turning around and seeing like a field full of people, you're going to it'd be just people.
I know.
Just loads of cars. I just think it's going to be really surreal.
I know.
But I just think I miss live music so much, so I'm just going to take whatever I can.
Awkward, innit? It's just going to be awkward. Just walking around, just seeing everyone because you can.
Ass off.
I know you can go for it in a crowd, but just seeing everyone sort of stood there, everyone sort of stood it in the open. We'll see. I'll probably be there if someone will drive.
We can see now. We've definitely got. I'm a pro drive live in the driving gigs, and Owen's not.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm not.
We'll see how it goes,
won't we? It's one of those take what I can, but I'm just thinking.
Yeah. No, to be fair, we want to get normal gigs back on, and then I think somebody raised a point before that obviously it's only the bigger artists and bands that can really do this.
Yeah.
Because it's not feasible to do it to a crowd of I don't know, like 20 cars or something. It's not worth the money and stuff. But no, I can't wait to get back to normality again. I mean, it feels like we're kind of changing, but obviously I'm still really concerned that this bloody virus is still about. So it's just a matter of being careful, isn't it, and cautious and stuff.
That's the one. Hopefully, that's something like we're supposed to have a tour scheduled. Like the tour we got cancelled was supposed to be scheduled in for October, but the more it goes on, it's like, is that happening?
Probably unlikely.
He's hoping like maybe because our venues are small and maybe they might be doing like I don't know, 100, 200.
I think a lot of the venues are going to be allowed to open from Saturday, so the 4th of but they're not allowed to. They're allowed to sort of serve beers and stuff, but they're not allowed to actually have any performances on. But
it's that 1 metre thing.
Until the social distancing ends, really, isn't it? Until the virus is pretty much gone and it's no longer.
But we're sort of just we're glad to be back rehearsing now because we've done just like 12 weeks we didn't rehearse for. It's like mad.
It is mad. Crazy old year. I think everyone's going to look back on this like a few years to go and come and think, oh my God, what even happened?
Yeah.
I've quite enjoyed, on the positive side, I've quite enjoyed doing things more at home.
I've loved it, to be honest. Once I got over the fact the tour got cancelled and then I started cracking on with the EP, it's been good. And now we've come back from the band and we've literally just got this unit which is our own space. So it's just been really exciting times for us, really. Is this tour, the one thing will be if this tour doesn't happen, that's when it will start dragging because you can't tour through Christmas then. So the next time we get to go out on the road, it'll be like March next year, and it's just like, wow. So then you think the last tour we did was October, that's a year and a half.
I know, it's crazy.
It's just mad.
Has your year gone? I feel like the years, even though we've been in lockdown, like the last few months have flown. I can't believe it. Why?
Yeah, I can't believe halfway through a year, it's actually crazy halfway at Christmas. You just think, I just think back to what I did on New Year's Eve, I think. And it's just mad.
Like yesterday, I know.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy.
I know, it's mad. I went for a really long walk yesterday up near Glastonbury, actually, where I should have been this weekend. Yeah.
Did you have tickets? I think I remember you saying last time, actually.
Yeah, I was so excited for it. Yeah, so I went to walk with my friends, but we went into the little town and they had this market on. And there was quite a few people all milling about, but it was the first time in months I've actually been in a place where there's been quite a few people. So I felt kind of nervous, but in other respects, everyone was really careful, and it was kind of nice that they had like open stalls, and we got this burger from this. It was amazing, cooked on this like open barbecue, absolutely massive. But it just felt really normal, and it was just really nice to go for a nice walk around and some nice sights. But yeah, it was really, really nice. But yeah, we saw Glastonbury in the distance on our walk, so I was like, Glastonbury.
I watched a couple of the sets. Well, I've sort of seen all the sets because I enjoy watching the sets anyway. And then like you put one like the Idols, Fontaines.
Fontaines were great. I've not seen Idols yet.
Yeah. I thought, but Little Sims, I've seen that one. She was mint. Who else was I seen?
There've been some brilliant sets. I watched loads last night. So I obviously watched the Oasis one at 4:30. Then I watched a bit of Journey, Pulp. I watched a bit of Radiohead, the XX.
Yeah, I went to put Radiohead on. It weren't available on iPlayer. I think Friday night or something. I went to put it on. It went on there. So.
Oh no, but yeah, there's some great sets, great memories as well. Like some of the Glastonbury. I think with Glastonbury, I think they get really controversial headliners, and then 9 times out of 10, they're always really great. Like I love Beyonce, I thought she was great.
Yeah. It was. Well, obviously Macca this year, that'd be the one.
Yeah.
My son Taylor said, and Kendrick Lamar, like I like Kendrick, but I seen him headlining in Leeds Fest, and I don't feel like Kendrick's one of those. I've never been to his own shows, but his own shows are meant to be like so good because I think he's got such like a cult following that like everyone who goes his shows like can just know every word and smash in it. He just looks sick. But then when I saw it at Leeds, I thought it was a bit disappointing because I think when it's a Leeds headliner, there's loads of people there who don't know him. They just go because it's the headliner.
That's true, actually.
It's like it didn't have the energy in the crowd, and it was a Sunday night closing it. I thought that was a bit wrong to put on closing.
Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be on the Friday, wasn't he, at Glastonbury?
Was it on the Friday, guys? Yeah, I think that's a better slot for him. Like, and everyone's a bit
and then
more
Taylor
high
Swift was Sunday.
She was Sunday or Saturday.
Paul McCartney was supposed to be Saturday.
Really? I don't see. I think Macca's would have closed it. That was one
with Glastonbury. I've never been to Glastonbury. This would have been my first time, but obviously from what I've heard, it's not just a festival, is it? It's not just about music. It's just about the whole experience.
It's just it, innit? Festivals, man, the absolute one. But sort of never that Glastonbury sort of one we've never done. Just trying to wait till we play it, and then
keep that ambition though, Owen.
What's the one? Leeds Fest is like our Glastonbury up here. It's only like 45 minutes out motorway or something.
Yeah, so I'm a Reading because I'm near a Reading, so I did Reading for like 10 years solid.
Yeah.
But it kind of got a bit too much in the end. It's a bit too it's a bit hardcore for me now.
Yeah, we did See in the Park like when that was the last year that was on. That was like a mad drive. But when I'm always in working on the radio and they come on with like the report saying it's like 6-hour queues down the motorway to Glastonbury, they're going down M6. I just thought the M6 is a mad motorway as it is.
Horrible.
Yeah, so I just thought, nah, not about that life. Wait till I'm turning up in an helicopter.
Yeah, wait till you can afford a chopper entrance. I always think that whenever I hear a helicopter, I just think of Morning Glory. I'm such a race freaky. I'm like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the start. Yeah, and the Nebworth video. That's
I know. And Liam was saying the other day that apparently he only got paid £25,000 for Nebworth, and they made
that is mad.
I know, but then you think about all the factors, like all the staff, all the equipment, the technical things, but it doesn't seem like the amount of tickets they sold doesn't seem as a lot of money.
I know when it's supposed to be like so many percent of the population were trying to get tickets or something. What is it?
Yeah. And imagine if Oasis announced a reunion now, how many people would apply for tickets? It'd be like gold dust. It'd be good though.
Oh yeah.
It would be good. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be good. I was thinking maybe they could do like a special show next year together, but I doubt it's going to happen. But I think Liam's smashed on his own, to be fair. Did you join in with any of the listening parties that they've done?
Not the Liam ones. Well, I thought that were a bit of a scam. That because I did the Definitely Maybe one, and Bonehead did it, and every Oasis one they did, it was like just Bonehead, and it was like, oh, Liam's busy.
No, Liam did the MTV Unplugged one.
Yeah, no, this is what I mean. So when it was the Oasis ones, it was like Bonehead was there doing it. And then my mum said, oh, Liam's doing one of these listening parties tonight. And I said, oh, is it Standing on the Shoulders of Giants? Because I thought that was the next one. It's like, oh, no, it's... And I looked and it was his new album. And I just thought, oh, so he'll come on and plug his new album, but he won't do he's too busy for the Definitely Maybe ones and that.
I think he's got a bit of a thing about listening back to Oasis, you know.
Do you?
I think so. Maybe I don't know. I've seen a few comments before to say that someone had asked him about listening to Oasis and he just said he didn't like to do it. So obviously he still sings Oasis songs, so it might be something to do with that. But yeah, Bonehead's been brilliant.
He's been class with it.
Yeah, but no, I really love listening parties. And I got
I've done
oh my god, I've got to show you something, Owen.
Go on.
This is an exclusive as well. So this guy called James was clearing out his attic wait till you see this. This is class. I need to get a frame for it. But anyway, he found this in his attic. Hold on. It's only on the floor down here. Right. So it's a John Lennon print.
Yes.
And it's signed by every member of Oasis.
No way.
Yep.
Phil Spector, that's from the Plastic Ono band record, isn't it? Phil Spector.
How cool is that? Quality. And he's literally just sent it to me. Just because I'm a fan.
So good.
No I need to get a frame for it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That is sick.
I know. When it came through, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But I've been trying to flatten it out, but it just doesn't. It was so tightly rolled.
That's the worst out when posters come. I've got this Leonard Cohen on one on my wall, and it's, if you have them hanging kits where it's like two wooden things with magnets on, and they got string on, so you have to magnet the bottom. But it was an absolute nightmare. I've got this big A2 poster in this room. I'm just wrestling with it. I'm trying to pin down all four corners.
It's so annoying. It's infuriating. I bought from Brian. I don't even know Brian Cannon did a lot of the Oasis cover artwork for their album.
Oh yeah, what, the early ones? Yeah.
Yeah, but he did loads of good prints. So I bought a Liam Gallagher one from when he did the Old Trafford show a couple of years ago, and one of Richard Ashcroft as well. I bought loads. I spent so much money on his website. It's great.
Yeah,
I just get frames for them. I've got a stack of rolls of posters where they're just everywhere. Look. That's just 3 of them. I've got another 6 over there. I ain't got no more wall space though in.
Well, if you need to send some up here, we basically painted the walls white, and we're just going to, if anyone like any local artists and that want to come up, we just sort of let them paint the walls, and if anyone wants to crack it, that's sort of the plan. We just got a piano in, and that's like white, just like old piano that's white, so we're going to get that painted like I don't know if you've seen George Harrison.
That is such a good idea. What you should do, we can do a tweet about it and say you've got this white wall there, and we want people to send you, just give them the address and just send loads of stuff.
Send anything, or if they actually want, if the local come up and actually paint the wall, that's sweet.
I ain't sent you that John Lennon print though. That's mine.
No, you can I'll let you have that. You can keep that.
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Did we do a quiz the first time I did a
No, we didn't do a quiz. Oh, we did. Oh, did you make one up on the spot? And I absolutely fluffed it. I think yeah. I asked for a quiz because I heard there was going to be a quiz, and then there weren't a quiz, so we got you to make one up on the spot, and I fluffed it. So are you going to give me another chance?
Yeah, so last time I did we were doing Twitter followers last time, but I thought I'd mix it up a bit, so I did a Spotify followers one quiz. So I'll say a band and the number of followers that they've got. It's still gonna be like Price is Right kind of thing. I'm not gonna make it too fancy.
I'm gonna be useless at this. I thought it was gonna be like guess the lyric or something. Right, come on.
Do you know I really need to think of something more inventive than these. But the thing is, I arrange a podcast and then it gets like 10 minutes before, and I'm like, oh my God, I've not done a quiz. So they're all just really quickly done. So I did this just before we spoke.
I'm going to show me absolute lack of knowledge here now. Go on,
let's say you know all the bands. You know all the bands. Yeah, so the theme is noughties indie. So bands, so indie bands from the noughties. And also maybe a decade after. So Kasabian on Spotify have 2,642,747 listeners, monthly listeners. I guess just listeners, just says listeners.
Oh, is it like higher or lower?
Yeah, so it's easy.
Ah, right.
So higher or lower than Kasabian, how many listeners do the Libertines have?
See, now these are my thoughts. When was Kasabian's last record? Was that For Crying Out Loud? Yeah, because he's done his solo stuff. So that's 2017, and there's Anthems for Doing You from it. So I'm just going to say, because Kasabian have released music more recently, I'll say the Libertines is lower.
You are correct. The Libertines have 1,247,421 listeners.
Boom. Right,
so this is going to be a really tough one.
Use a bit of logic. I thought we were just going to have to guess the amount, so if we can use a bit of...
No, right. So higher or lower than the Libertines, Razorlight.
Right, Razorlight, not released anything. Well, they released that album, that Carry Yourself on, that was a tune, that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm thinking monthly listeners. But then they have massive. I'm going to say Libby's is higher, so Razorlight is lower.
No, and I was really surprised by this.
No.
So Razorlight have 1,678,747, which I thought was loads, considering they're barely about anymore.
We played with Razorlight. They absolutely. We played with him, and they played in Rochdale at some festival called Fieldwood.
Did you? Did you meet them all? Did you meet Johnny?
I met everyone but Johnny. He spent his time on the bus, and then literally must have ran out the bus to go on stage and ran back in. But the rest of the band was sound, but they was like speaking. And afterwards, I was there, and they said they liked my haircut, so that was a good one. But I said, all right, what you up to now? And they was like, yeah, we're playing some festival in Scotland tomorrow. He was like, all right. So he's like, where are you guys next? And I was like, oh, I'm back in work at the top of that hill on Monday.
Oh,
the
how the other
different
half
lives.
But did you know that Johnny Bradwell, he used to be in the Libertines? Did you know that?
Oh yeah, no, I did, because I read an interview with him recently where I thought it was all right, because he's always betrayed. He's always been, like, said that thing when he's the best songwriter of his generation or something like better than Libertines and that. He said some stuff, but then I think
bangers. They were really huge as well.
Oh yeah, no, nothing against the songs, but
he's
just a bit full of himself, man. I think. But then, yes, in this interview, and he was trying to play down that persona, because I think Matty Healy said something about him, and instead of fighting fire with fire, he tried just like, I think he's tried to change his public view a bit. That was his thing in this interview, you know, like, the media have portrayed me as this, like, it's all the media, you know, I'm not actually that guy. Maybe he's not.
I've never met him, so I wouldn't judge him anyway.
Yeah.
So, right, okay, so we'll crack on with the quiz, Owen. So higher or lower, Light, the Enemy.
Oh, mate, it's going to be lower, but the absolute quality band, The Enemy, I'm glad you brought them up. That debut album is one of the best debut albums ever. That was the first band I ever crowd surfed to with my mum in, like, on the Streets in the Sky tour in, like, 2000.
It's just they're such a people band. That album is just like an album of people.
Unbelievable. Absolutely love them. Yeah. So good. They recorded where we record. Apparently he's got a Porsche, you know, Tom Clark. I didn't think he'd have a Porsche. Yeah, that last album they did, that It's Automatic, it was done at Eve where we record, said he had a Porsche, apparently.
I went to see Tom Clark in December. He plays at Coventry Empire.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have tickets to see him sporting Ocean Coliseum. That'd be in it at the Vicky Warehouse in November, whenever that's going to get hopefully gets rescheduled.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully by November, but you never know, do you? So the Enemy,
band though,
unbelievably, you're never going to believe it, Ben.
It's higher than Razorlight.
No, it's lower. But listen to how this is absolutely ridiculous. It's a joke. The Enemy only have 292,608. I thought, what?
You know, to be honest, I think I'd have guessed that, because
really?
they have had a stitch up, man. Yeah, to be honest, I would have guessed. Not that it's just, you know what I mean? It's totally unjust.
Oh, no, it's still a lot, but they deserve more. Because I think it's still really current as well, and I still listen to The Enemy loads.
Oh, yeah, all the time. I do that, yeah. I listen to the rest. I don't know, maybe not me. But, like, they had some good tunes after it as well. But that first album's banging, one at best.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's one of those albums. It's not really a concept album, but I think it's one of those albums just where they just nailed, you know, to an album.
Yeah, no, I think it has sort of got it's sort of the same concept. If you say, like, Arctics as a concept, you know, that first album, it's like being young, not wanting to work, just like wanting to go out and, like, just everything, like, work being an inconvenience, sort of. Like, it's a lot about that, and just the working class. I think
we can all relate to it, can't we?
Living for the weekend type ethos.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Hard-Fi.
Hard-Fi. Yeah, that is.
Higher or lower than The Enemy, the Pigeon Detectives.
Oof, see, this is going to be. I know this is going to be higher, isn't it? Lower, right? Do you know I've seen? They're all right, Pigeon Detectives, but I've seen them live recently, and we're a bit cringe, to be honest. He's like 30 odd and jumping around like he's 16.
To be fair, it's probably me at gigs.
Yeah, he's like, I have seen them a couple of times and they were good, but the last time I seen,
I know what you mean, actually, because their kind of music was made for that kind of time. So when you do it,
exactly. They should, but the thing, like, you know, like, obviously I always say this about Paul Weller, like he's just aged with the most grace ever, and that's why he is still the most relevant, one of the most, well, not probably not to everyone, but to me, one of the most relevant musicians. I absolutely love the music he's putting out now. If he was still trying to write jam songs that were obviously not going to be as good and heartfelt as the jam songs, and jumping around doing his little high jumps on stage, like, I would have had enough for the guy, but he's just...
Amen
you know what I mean?
to that. He's a perfect... I think Noel Gallagher as well. I think if you have to evolve with your music, definitely. And I think Paul
Weller is the greatest ever.
Paul Weller's, his music, whatever his music is, whether it's the jam, whether it's the solo stuff, the Star Council, you can literally hear his music moving through time.
Yeah.
So now his music is just really, really subdued, and it's mellow, and it's just his age.
So good. This one's out on Friday. It is. This one's out on Friday, and I'm loving the sound of the singles and like. But the last two records he's done, that A Kind Revolution and True Meanings, are just best stuff he's done since Stanley Road.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. So the album before last, I saw him a couple of times on his tour, but you're absolutely right. And I just think his music has always been a reflection of him as a person.
Yeah.
So, and that's really good. And I do also think Noel Gallagher. I think Noel Gallagher's got that kind of vibe going on.
Yeah. Do you know,
his development.
I think that first record, like The Death of You and Me, them tunes like that is the best stuff he's done since that. Like, to be honest, I actually prefer that album to definitely maybe know that. I thought that first one was unreal, and the second one was, and there was a great documentaries with it as well that I loved. I used to watch that all the time. And that second one, but I don't know, recently I'm not really like the EPs, me, to be honest with you.
No,
I just think
I think
because Liam's back doing like Oasis stuff, he's just really forcing to be as far away from that as possible, you know. And it's the snobbery that comes with him towards Liam, and he's always just like, and it's like he always acts like he's pushing music, but there are better. He's trying to do this space disco record, but there's better space disco out there. I feel. I don't know. I love him, but
let it out, Owen. Let it out. I love them both. I think Liam's passionate. I really do. I think Liam's
I used to be team Noel like when I was like younger, because you know what I mean. I was like, oh yeah, Noel writes the songs and that. But I think recently I've become more to team Liam a bit.
Yeah.
But I love them both. I do love them both.
Well, I think they're both. I don't know. We don't know what goes on, do we, put in their personal life? But I like Noel's music, and I like Liam's new music. So anyway,
but I love that. Who Built the Moon? That was a sick, and I love the artwork of that. I bought the vinyl.
Yes,
that
I've got that on vinyl.
So good. Yeah, is his Postman or something? Why don't you look up some of the other stuff? I looked up some of the other stuff he's done.
I'm trying to see if I can see it, but it's just buried. Right, my vinyl, my vinyl collection's a mess.
Yeah.
Did I say how many the Pigeon Detectives had?
No, hang on, I didn't even pick lower. I'll go higher than The Enemy. Why not?
You're correct. So Pigeon Detectives have 413,510. This is as of.
No offence to the Pigeon Detectives, but that is absolutely criminal. That.
The Enemy, I just blew my mind to that. So higher or lower than the Pigeon Detectives, the Coral.
See, they just put a new album out, so I'm gonna go higher on that. Yeah.
You're right. The Coral have been great during lockdown as well. I love all their live
stuff.
stuff.
They have. I've seen all the stuff with Blossoms. That were great. Yeah, man, top.
Yeah, they were awesome. So the Coral have a lot more. The Coral have 1 million.
Oh, really?
And then 70,539.
Yeah, he's doing good with his production stuff as well. Like loads of young bands seem to be working with him. Like Lavins have just done their stuff with him, haven't they? Well, I don't know. I've seen the K's were in Parr Street. I don't know what they've done. That's all where he records out. I don't know if that's.
I love the K's. Absolutely, I'll find out. I love the K's. They're brilliant. They haven't written a bad song. They're absolute A's. So, do you have any recommendations for new music? Do you like any new bands?
Yes. Oh, here we go. Nev Cotty. This is a good one. Nev Cotty. There was a band, I don't know if you heard them, called Proud Mary. They're from Royton, where we're from. And they supported Oasis back in the day. Noel Gallagher signed them to Sour Mash. They were that first band he signed. They're all right, whatever. But anyway, this Nev Cotty, who's from him, he's just been releasing solo stuff. It's got like Richard Hawley, Leonard Cohen vibes.
Oh, nice.
Released his record called River's Edge, and it's sick. You need to check that out. They're all on my phone.
Do you listen to a lot of new music? Is there like
all the time.
As you're releasing music as well, do you listen to a lot
all the time? Literally, 24/7. All on my phone. Who else got like Brittany Howard? A lot of Radio 6. I discovered a lot of music off Radio 6, and it's like Steel and Mac. It's quality for it. Do you know, if I could go off on my phone here now, but I can't. It's all in there.
Maybe we can just comment after.
Let me see. Oh, mate, yeah, no, it's all.
You mentioned the Latham, so I got their vinyl arrived yesterday.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah.
Amazing. So they're hoping to get #1 with their vinyl, but it's not their first album. It's just a collection.
They're gonna do it. They've got it's absolutely mad. They're following it. It's mad, in it. Like, I've just seen people. I seen someone buying like 4 vinyls or something like that. I was just like,
and I didn't even have a record player.
Yeah, mad, just mad. But he's got a quality voice.
Yeah, he's very good as our Alex.
M60, a band you want to check out. These are the band's name because he's like our mate's band, but like M60 are such a good band. I'm just going to name ones everyone knows, like Fontaine's, Idol stuff's really good.
Fontaine's,
Little Sims, I love Fontaine's. That new stuff's so good as well. Little Sims, you got to check that out. That new record she's just put out, that Drop 6 it's called, that is so good.
I've not heard of her, so I'll check her out. That's good.
Yeah, she did a tune on the SLP, you know, that Favourites with Surge.
I love that. I love that record.
She's on that. Yeah. Oh, come on, Owen. Absolutely think it. I've just know there's low.
I know Idol's new tune. That's really good.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, really Mr. Motivator and Grounds. Yeah.
And that must have been written quite recently. Listen to the lyrics. So
yeah, all the lyrics in it. I think that they must have nicked that one out because that's it. Always is like our EP. It's all about lockdown and that, and then that we was like get it done quick, get it out, keep it relevant. And now I feel like we literally got it done as quick as possible, and it's already old news. Just mad how the world turns in it, but they've managed. It
really is. But I don't think anyone can have ever predicted what would happen this year, how long it would last. Well, it's still going on, but. No one knows still what's going to happen, do we? We're still clueless as we were 3 months ago.
Clueless. The new Strokes album, obviously everyone knows that.
Yes, that's brilliant.
That new Phoebe Bridgers album, like you've heard that, called Punisher. That's worth a listen.
There's so much.
Swans, been listening to a band called Swans recently. You turn me on.
That's good content, Owen. We've got a lot on the list there. As I say,
do you know if I can?
I'll definitely check her out. And I've been trying to really plug this. You like DMAs?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got this. So Johnny took from DMAs. It's really good friends with this lady called Hayley Mary. But I keep raving about her. She is absolutely amazing. So she's an Australian female solo artist.
I'll check her out.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah. No, everyone, there's been a buzzing scene out there because he's done that stuff with his cousin in Planet Annie and
that's it. Yeah, is it big
that
time?
I ain't seen that Gang of Youths. Yeah, big time. He's that Gang of Youths. They came out like a couple of years ago, released some big tunes, and I ain't heard anything from them since.
I know some bands do that, don't they?
Gang of Youths.
They release tunes and they just disappear off the radar completely. And they don't. Their social media like it's from 3 years ago. Oh, hey guys, releasing single, and then the chats. I remember them.
Chat. Yeah, they did a little tour. I was ill. I couldn't go to the gig. I was dead ill when they played the Ritz. The chat.
I could do a special podcast. It could just be about bands and artists.
Yeah, do you know what?
Jamie T. Where's he gone?
Yeah, where's Jamie T? Yeah, he did that. Well, he did Miles Kane's record with him, didn't
he? Yeah, he's obviously still okay.
Who else was it who worked on?
I love Trick.
Was it Lana Del Rey? He was on. It was someone that. There was someone else as well as Jamie T who worked on it. But her record, that Norman Effie Rockwell, that was a sick album. Love that. She's meant to have a new one coming out this year. Bob Dylan's new album. Have you heard that?
I've not listened to it. No, is it good?
Yeah, it's sick.
I've not listened to Bob Dylan in ages. Bob Dylan was one of the first. When I first proper got into music, I was really into Bob Dylan. It was a really cool thing to be into, like when you're in sixth form.
Yeah, innit? Everyone go around
to about Bob Dylan all the time. Yeah. A lot of
Neil Young's. They've just put an unreleased Neil Young album out. That's like the one. It was the one that's apparently it's recorded after Harvest, and that's
I've listened to that. That pops up on my release radar. So every week, I'll get a couple more of Neil Young songs. They're really good.
So, what was it? I got them released. They're Camel Fat and Foals have just released tunes. All right, but I like that one they did with Jake Bug last year.
But I think the Foals have just released just a lot of remixes, haven't they?
Yeah.
But Foals are great. Foals have had the 2 parts of their last album were brilliant.
Yeah,
really good. I was supposed to go and see them this year in Amsterdam. No, hold on. No, in Sweden somewhere. I keep saying Stockholm, but I think it was Zurich. I'm not sure. Forgotten. It should have been so long ago.
Here's another one for you. James Wrighton. Have you ever heard of it? He's from Claxons. He's married to Kieran. You know Kieran Knightley from Love Actually and that.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. And I know I used to love the Claxons.
Yeah, well, he's a keyboard player thing. Yeah, he's released a solo record last year called The Performer. There's a tune on that. All the record's good, worth a listen, but there's a tune called Edie that's like the standout for me.
Right, got loads to listen to now. Then I will do. It's lovely to hear you, my friend, and hopefully next time I see you, it'll be in person at a recreation gig.
Yes, definitely. When we're down your neck of the woods, I don't know how it's supposed to. Yeah,
that's
Bristol.
Right. I'm at your neck of the woods a lot, so it's fine.
If you know any promoters in Bristol who have us on, Sam, give us a shout or whatever.
Me?
You'll have us on in Bristol, right? Message or speak to.
I was supposed to be doing loads of mental health charity shows in.
Oh September. yeah, we'll definitely do that.
But they're going to be rescheduled now for next spring, so you can come along. I'm doing one in Manchester as well, so.
Oh yeah, I'll be there, jumping about in front row.
Yay, definitely. I'll be organising the whole thing. I'll be in the back. Backstage, yeah. Right then.
Oh yeah, am I going to get a little AAA? Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me again. It's been a pleasure. As always.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
And you.
And good luck with the EP on Friday. I'll give it a plug.
Thank you.
That's all right, my darling. You take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Take care, and